Hello stamping friends, I'm Karina with karinascreations.com and I'm going to show you how to make this fun card today. This card is part of my Stamparatus class that I ran last week, and everybody wanted to know how to do the technique, so I thought I would just tape you a quick video. So the technique is called the 2-in-1 mirror image technique, and it's mirror image because these two images on the corners are mirror images of each other. And we're going to be using the Dandelion Wishes stamp set from Stampin' Up! And the Broadway Birthday stamp set from Stampin' Up! As well. And with the brand new Stamparatus tool by Stampin' Up!, I think that this is personally, I think it's the best stamping placement tool on the market because you get 2 plates. So you can actually stamp up to 4 images or more at one time, which saves me a lot of time. Okay, let's get started. So to make this fun card, we are going to start with 2 pieces of Whisper White cardstock. And they are 3 3/4 by 5 inches. You need 2 of those. And I'm not going to use the foam pad. With the Stamparatus, the foam pad is needed if you're using photopolymer stamps. So we'll pull that back in a minute. Right now, we are just going to put the Whisper White cardstock here. First of all, I need to grab one of my magnets. There's 2 magnets with the Stamparatus. I like to use one mainly because when you put the 2 of them together, they can snap together and break. So I tend to just use one, sometimes 2, but I'm extra careful. Okay, so we have that in there, and then we're going to grab our Dandelion stamped image. Now, when I'm using the Stamparatus, I find I haven't been putting labels on my red rummer stamps. It just sticks better to the plates. Now you can if you like, it doesn't matter. Totally up to you. And the whole trick to this technique is you want to try place your stamp in between the 2 pieces of paper. So it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm happy with that. So let's start stamping here. And I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper just because I don't want to get ink on my base. Just saves me a bit of time. So we get that out. And then all I'm doing is, we'll just move that over a little bit. All I'm doing is inking this up with black Memento ink. And then stamping it on the Whisper White cardstock. And then I'm going to turn this image so it's in the top corner, and then this piece of paper so that the image is in the bottom corner. And then we're going to repeat. And that's basically all there is to this technique. It's so easy. I can't wait to try this with maybe a rose image or some other large image. I think it'll be lots of fun. Okay, now I missed a spot here. So this is the beauty of the Stamparatus. If I didn't press it hard enough, I can just go back in and go over it as many times as I like until I'm happy with the way the image stamped. Okay, now for this one, I find the easiest way is to slide the top piece down and the bottom piece up. And then we'll put that here. Then we're going to go back in and stamp our Whisper White cardstock. And then we have one more corner to do. So this time I'm just going to turn it like so. It doesn't really matter which way you turn it as long as you get all 4 corners. I also demoed this at a stamping event that I had recently, and all the ladies loved it. Mainly because it's really easy to do. Okay, that's it. Now the other beauty about this technique is that you have just made 2 cards. So imagine doing this with snowflakes at Christmas time. You could do a whole bunch of cards really, really quickly. And I'm going to show you the next part of the card. I'm just going to get my new Stampin' Chamois. I love this thing. I went and cut mine into 4 pieces. And then I decided I didn't like that. I want a bigger one. So I just ordered a second one. So whether you cut it or not, it's totally up to you. Now I have 4 little ones and I will have 1 big one. Okay, so I'm going to put this back, the foam pad, back into my Stamparatus because now I'm going to finish off one of the cards for you. So let's put this in the corner. My magnet's over here. And what I'm going to do is we need to pull out the Wish from Broadway Birthday. Broadway Birthday is actually my stamp set of the month, so I just made 3 really fun cards with this set. And I am loving it. It also coordinated with the June Paper Pumpkin Kit as well. When you are setting these up on your Stamparatus, you want to make sure that you've got the stamped side down. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Okay, there's the Wish. When it's photopolymer, sometimes it sticks and it slides, but that's okay because it's in the corner. It's easy to reset. And this time I'm going in with Mint Macaroon. I'll just ink that up. There we go. And then I'm going to come in with the second color. So let's flip the plate over. And I'm going to use they've got little dots so that you can actually stamp it inside the Wish. I just think this is such a brilliant stamp set. This set really makes me happy. And I'm going to use the new Shaded Spruce. And you can see I'm using the new classic ink pads, which just open like a compact. You just lift up and slide into place. And then we'll stamp that here. Okay, and then I need the Make a image, which is here, and I'm using Highland Heather ink. So we'll set this up. This would actually be perfect for some swaps. You can do a lot of these very quickly. So I think I'm just going to do it. I'll set it on this top plate. So you can see when you're doing 2 cards at one time initially, you can make a lot of these very quickly. In fact, hopefully there will be a new snowflake stamp set so I can make Christmas cards this way. Okay, so now we have our mirror image done. We have the Make-A-Wish stamped. I'm going to pull this out. And then I thought it needed just a little bit of color. So what I did was put 13 drops of Highland Heather Re-Inker in my Stampin' Mist. Or not Stampin' Mist, in my spritzer. And I'm just putting it in cardboard. Did I tell you I used rubbing alcohol in here? Let me back up a bit. Took my spritzer, put 13 drops of Highland Heather Re-Inker in with rubbing alcohol. And the alcohol in this one is 99%, so it's quite high. I've used 70%, doesn't really matter. But I just find it dries nice. And then you pull it back. And isn't that pretty? It just gives it a really light misting. And it smells great too. Okay, now to finish off the card, I am going to attach this to Mint Macaron, which is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And I'm using my Mono Multi Glue. I love Mono Multi Glue just because it makes everything stick really well, and I'm very fast with it. But you got to be careful, it's very messy. So it takes a while to get used to this product. And then we're going to put it onto a card base that I've already cut at 5 1/2 inches by 8 1/2 inches, scored at 4 1/4. This is where I would take a bone folder to make a nice crisp fold, but it has walked away on me. It'll show up later after I'm done taping the video because that's the way things work. Okay, and then we'll just put this on the card base. And then I just thought it needed a little bit of bling. So I went and cut a little piece of black cardstock. I believe it's 3 1/4 inches. And we're just going to make a pennant shape. Another way to make great pennant shapes is the tailored tag punch. If I'm doing a lot of swaps or making multiple cards, I pull that one out to make all my pennant shapes now. Love it. Okay, there we go. And then I thought we needed some silver mini sequin trim. So let's just put this on. Let's grab this much. And I'm just going to put that on with a glue dot. When you're using your glue dots, don't grab the glue dots with your finger. Use your paper snips or a paper piercing tool to help you out. Otherwise, a glue dot sticks to your finger. And then you just waste it, basically. And then we're going to put another glue dot in here because I think we need some, I love ribbon on my cards. I think every card I make has a ribbon on it. So we're going to use this brand new Nature's Twine from the catalog. You get 4 colors. I have barely any left. I better expedite an order just because I don't want to wait for more of this. And I'm just doing 2 bunny ears. I don't even cut it off the roll. I just tie it right on the roll. Give it a little tie. And I like this because I think it's the perfect thickness. Not too thick, not too thin, not too bulky, so I can still pop it in the mail. And that is it. So, super fast card, and it's easy to put together. Shows you a new technique. It uses a little bit of spritzing, uses the 2 stamp sets. If you wanted to order anything, you can go to my blog at karinascreations.com. And if you live in Canada, you can order through me and I would love to help you. Thanks for stopping by and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.